Buenos días. My name is Fernando Núñez-Regueiro. I am a researcher in education at the Contextual Learning Research Lab at the Université Grenoble Alpes in France. My research investigates how personal and contextual factors interact to shape motivation and learning at school, in what is commonly known as person-environment fit theory. I also work on modeling methods in education, including structural equation modeling and response surface analysis. In this keynote, I will focus on the methods that we use to analyze reciprocal effects between dynamic constructs. Reciprocal effects relate to the idea that student perception and student abilities, for example, can reinforce each other over time, thereby creating positive or negative developmental loops. This idea is fundamental to a number of theories and research questions. For example, are students motivated to learn when they get good grades, or do they get good grades because they are motivated to learn in the first place? To answer this kind of research questions, conventional techniques use a longitudinal design, where they try to predict future variations in a construct on the basis of current variations in another construct. Conventional techniques include the pretest process design, the path analysis, and the cross-lag panel analysis, for example. These techniques have been used for decades to test educational theories and to conduct meta-analysis of the evidence. Yet, approximately 10 years ago, a number of methodologists started questioning their reliability. They demonstrated that conventional techniques did not differentiate between enduring characteristics of the individual, known as trait factors, and more dynamic characteristics, known as state factors. By aggregating trait and state factors, conventional techniques were vulnerable to statistical artifacts, whereby a non-causal correlation between constructs could appear in the guise of a causal effect over time. In other words, the techniques we were using to test our theories were flawed and likely resulted in spurious findings. So what does this methodological critique imply? What does it say about the state of knowledge in learning and instruction? What can we do to overcome this problem by using novel modeling techniques? In this keynote, I will try to provide some answers to these difficult questions. I will argue that this methodological critique is a great opportunity for us to revisit our frameworks and to develop and test more precise hypotheses about reciprocal effects. There might even be a silver lining to this, that we rediscover fundamental mechanisms in learning and instruction at school.